Good morning, boys and girls. Today, for the read aloud, we have an adventure. It's two sea turtles, and it has to do with taking care of our environment. As you know, we've been talking about reduce, reuse, recycle, and now I want to read to you Gary and Harry, or as the title says, The Adventures of Gary and Harry. Listen carefully. Deep in the sparkling sea, Gary the green sea turtle and his friend Harry the hawksbill turtle played in their ocean home. Each day they would swim to the surface and happily dive beneath the waves. Because as you know, we talked about sea turtles that lay their eggs in the sand, but they don't live in the sand. They live in the ocean. They just come out during a certain time of the year to lay their eggs. So these sea turtles are very good friends, Gary and Harry. Gary and Harry loved their carefree life in the sea and liked to visit their many ocean friends, like Olivia the octopus and Lori the lobster, and even Herman, the grumpy old hermit crab. You remember the hermit crab that we talked about that lives in the sand? Well, this one is part of the friends of Harry and Gary, who was really nothing but a big softy under that crusty old shell. Gary and Harry each day was a great underwater adventure. Some days they would explore deep into dark underwater caverns. So caverns are like caves, and that's where they would go sometimes. Other days, they would search for long lost treasures buried deep in the hulls of old sunken ships. They really knew how to take it and have fun. When they wanted a good laugh, they would visit the crazy clownfishes who performed in Harold Harlequin Shrimp's Spectacular Sea Circus. This reminds me of like Finding Nemo. You know, they look like Nemo. One day, after their morning adventure, Gary and Harry were especially hungry. As always, it was difficult deciding what to have for lunch since they had very different tastes in food. How about a salty seaweed salad made of fresh algae? Gary suggested. Algae? Yuck! Harry replied, making a face I'd rather have a nice, tasty jellyfish. Because Harry likes jellyfish. His wish had been answered, for suddenly a school of jellyfish floated by. Wow! Look at all those jellyfish! Harry quickly swam to the largest one and swallowed it. One big gulp. Gary expected to hear a satisfied ah. But instead, Gary responded with a terrified Harry was gasping and choking. That was no jellyfish he had swallowed. It was a plastic bag. Harry! Harry knew many sea turtles had died from choking on plastic bags, but he never once thought it would happen to him. Wow. Now this is where the question comes. What happened to Harry when he swallowed what he thought was a jellyfish? What should Gary do? This is why, boys and girls, we need to keep our beaches clean. That's part of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's reduce less garbage in the waters because animals like sea turtles can be really affected. In this case, Harry has swallowed a plastic bag that he thought was a jellyfish. What do you think is going to happen? Will he die? What is Gary going to do to him? Who is he going to look for? Oh my goodness. Can't wait. Harry desperately tried everything to remove the plastic bag, but it just wouldn't come out. His life flashed before him. Luckily, Gary had just completed his turtle safety class, and by using the Heimlich maneuver, the plastic bag flew right out from Harry's throat. Phew! That was close, Harry said while catching his breath. How did a plastic bag get in the ocean anyway? How else? Gary answered. The humans. Well, they need to be more careful to keep their trash out of our homes. Harry said angrily. Gary couldn't agree with him more. We need to keep our beaches clean. Something's going wrong when we do the wrong thing. And in this case, Harry was lucky that Gary knew the Heimlich maneuver. If not, it would have been a different story. So Gary, thank you for saving Harry. Suddenly Harry's stomach rumbled. All the excitement worked up his appetite. Well, I'm starving, he told Gary. Let's get lunch. Just then, a beautiful jellyfish floated by. Look, Harry, just what you asked for. Lunch. You think he's going to eat the jellyfish? He likes them. Will he? Why? After what Harry had been through, suddenly jellyfish didn't seem very appealing. Maybe I'll try one of those salty seaweed salads. Gary's face quickly lit up. Well, I know the perfect place to go, he said excitedly. So, was Harry really interested in eating jellyfish? No. So Gary took him somewhere else to eat. I guess Harry did learn his lesson. And with a flick of their flippers, they quickly dove through the crystal blue water, eager to enjoy a nice, delicious, relaxing lunch. The end. Did you like Gary and Harry and their adventure? If so, what part did you like the most? Remember, our oceans are very important to all these beautiful sea creatures. Let's make an effort to make sure that we don't throw our garbages there. Not just plastic bags, but many other things. Okay? I want you to do something. Why don't you take a nice white piece of paper? It could be from the printer. It can be from paper that mommy might have stacked somewhere else, or even on construction paper. I'll take that. I want you to have an opportunity to draw a picture of your favorite part of the story. Remember, you can draw Gary or Harry. You can even draw your favorite part of the story. Do you want to know what my favorite part of the story was? Yes, you got it. It was when Harry was choking on plastic, and that face of Gary being worried is priceless. I would draw both of them. You might say, oh, Mr. Rodriguez, I don't know how to draw a sea turtle. Sea turtles, you can draw ovals. Their bodies are made of the shape of an oval. And their flippers, you can make them like, sort of like diamonds or a rhombus. Or even the same thing, an oval. Their head is a big oval. That is for sure. So if you're going to draw a sea turtle, you can start practicing your shapes to make the animal. And if you still need help, then you have mommy, you have daddy, you have your brother, sister, or cousin, or anybody else there at home. I hope you enjoyed this read aloud, The Adventures of Gary and Harry, and have a great day. Bye.